It's Gary Kay. We're here day one, very first stop of the entire show, here in the Harman, which used to be solely an AMX spot, but now it's shared with Harman because Harman has merged with AMX, or AMX has merged with Harman, however you want to put it. I'm standing with two of the most important people today because they're going to make sure that this stand here is operating properly and everybody gets what they need. Joe Andrulis. Joe is the Vice President of Marketing for AMX. First of all, Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Gary. Thanks for having us.
I'm excited to be here. And Van Williamson, who's a product manager for... Did I get that right? Product development?
Business development for Harman.
Business development. There's too many things in my head. Business development for Harman. So I've got two guys here that can answer every question because you've gone from a company that was focused completely on control systems, signal routing, and distribution to now a company that has given integrators access to basically quadrupled the size of the product line because now you're giving them access to everything they can hear as well as the stuff they could see and control.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, really, what we're really trying to demonstrate in this booth and the whole point of this merger was to develop more complete solutions for the integrators and allow them to, from one vendor to get components that really satisfy the requirements for the entire venues. And that's what we're trying to show in this space here. So when you take a look at the way it's designed and organized as venues. So you have hotel lobbies and performance spaces and learning labs, using all the different parts of our technology, our combined portfolio, to really develop these experiences that we don't believe any other vendor really can replicate at this time.
Well, so if we're going to shoot, probably, I'm guessing, somewhere around 15 or 20 videos today, which are going to be individual videos on all the different experiences here and all the individual products that are being launched at the ISE 2015 show here in Amsterdam. So all you got to do is go up in the video search window and type in either AMX or type in Harman or type in any of the Harman brands, JBL and so on, and you'll be able to find the individual products that we've covered here today. Van, this is your first show, to my knowledge, where you're combined, right? I mean, this is the first time that you guys have been together.
It's quite the integration challenge this year. You know, as we really look at, now we have the ingredients. You talked about the products that we're going to show earlier. We take those great products and create these wonderful systems, both audio, video, and lighting, with the Martin piece as well.
Yeah, and in this case, they've got the booth kind of divided into sort of, I'd say, two experiences that the customer is going to see. First is actual installs. You've got actually installs for both live events type installs and also permanent installs.
Yes.
And then you've also got the individual product demos that you'd normally expect to see at anybody's trade show, right, Joe?
That's exactly the strategy here, because we wanted people to see that this was more than just a combination of a lot of products, that we were really trying for some very specific outcomes, but then we also recognize that people like to see the products, and so we gave them the opportunity to do both.
Yeah, and so how's the merger? What's the schedule now? Is it 100% done, 90% done, 80% done?
I think you'll see ongoing forever, right? As we begin to merge technologies, there's obviously adjacent things we can address, but I think you'll see new categories of products out of the AVL space from one manufacturer to be able to do the entire system, from microphones to processing to amplification to loudspeakers to video control as well as the lighting piece.
And if you're an integrator and you've been a Harman integrator, do you automatically now have access to AMX and vice versa?
It's all challenging. It's part of the integration process, right? It's really what does it fit, when does it fit, when do the products come together? You know, for example, we operate on the performance space. Do those systems, that's a different set of integrators than the guys that are doing AV boardrooms. So it's really what's your business model match with how we align the space.
Yeah, because you'd have to do some, I mean, you can't just automatically start selling stuff that you weren't selling before without some kind of training and certification, especially with some of the products that you have that require some very high-end acoustic knowledge and expertise, I assume.
Absolutely, because we operate in a lot of different markets, everything from portable PA to Eons with the JBL line all the way up through the largest tour products in the country. So it's really what's your skill set of the company to support that. The good news is we've got a catalog and a product offering to support almost all of those needs from smallest to largest.
And I kind of have a unique perspective on this, and I worked for AMX for a couple of years, and there's an interesting culture at AMX. How did that work with the merger? Do you feel like that was a simple part, or was that the most difficult part?
Yeah, you know, interesting. That's often the most difficult part is blending cultures, and it was actually the opposite. And I'm not, that's not a marketing spin. The cultures and the teams came together very, very seamlessly. I think you'll find just spending time in this booth that the cooperation between the teams and the way we talk and the passion we have for the different verticals is a shared outcome. So that's, despite all the challenges that are naturally part of an integration, the biggest encouraging thing I have is how well the teams work together.
Well, I was hoping to get a little bit of sparring, but it's not.
I echo Joe's statements, right? We are so passionate about what we do, both on the audio side, the lighting side, and then with the video side from AMX. So there's a bunch of passionate people that have common goals now, so it's really effective at that.
Well, there were really no overlap of products. I mean, it actually seemed well together because the stuff you didn't have, they had. The stuff they didn't have, you have. Yes. And I expect that we'll see much more AMX control integration in the Harman products and HiQNet integration into the AMX product, or some sort of merger of those two control protocols. I think that's one of the most interesting parts of this, is to see how all this plays out over the next year. I congratulate you guys on a job well done so far. Everybody is, I think, impressed and satisfied with everything I've heard in the industry about these two companies coming together. And most mergers don't work real well, quite honestly. So you guys could be a model for that, because we could start listing all the companies that have merged that have not done it very well. So kudos to you guys and your management and everybody else, everybody from the top to the bottom. So, as I said, we're here at the Harman booth, Harman stand here at ISE. You can't miss it. Walk in the door, take a right. You would say don't go straight, I assume, right?
Yeah, there you go.
But take a right, and boom, you're here in the Harman stand. And we're going to be shooting probably 15 or 20 videos, because we're going to make sure you see all the new products that are launched here. And there's a lot of audio products here, a lot of control products, new Enzo, a lot of new technologies here. And we're going to shoot everything, so you can type in AMX, you can type in JBL, you can type in Harman, you can type in whatever brand you're looking for, you'll be able to find here. And we're here at the AMX stand the Harman stand right now with Joe Andrulis of AMX and Van Williamson. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. The ribbon cutting is about to happen, so we have to go check that out right now. So thanks for watching, and keep watching. We're not done. This is the very beginning of ISE 2015.